Hey, you all, Carpetbagger here, coming to you live from the north. More specifically, we are in Atlanta, Illinois. We have completed the Great River Road trip a few days ago, and today we are doing a little slice, a little bit of Route 66, one of the other classic American roads. But I wanted to make sure, as I was headed up this way, I wanted to check out Atlanta, Illinois, because there's actually a new attraction that I was very excited about checking out here in the little Route 66 town of Atlanta. And perhaps one of the things that Atlanta, Illinois, best known for here on Route 66 is this guy right here, right on the main street, holding a giant hot dog. Here is the Bunyan Giant. So this particular giant here was originally outside of Bunyan's hot dog stand and later relocated here to the main street area of Atlanta, Illinois. If you can just get an idea of how towering he is, you can see I can't even with my arm reach up. I can't even touch his groin. So these massive figures. Now, if you follow my channel or follow Roadside America or other similar publications, you'll see that this is a reoccurring sight alongside the American roadside, these towering figures. Now, this particular style is known as the muffler man. Now, a lot of them they call muffler mans because a lot of the early ones held mufflers. It's actually pretty rare to actually find one holding a muffler these days, but they'll usually be holding an item like the hot dog here. They have kind of a very distinct set of hands that hold it kind of like this. But you'll see different styles of these. There is this is the standard issue muffler man. You'll also have a Paul Bunyan style. Even though this is called the Bunyan Giant, he's not technically a Bunyan. The Paul Bunyan style has a beard and a stocking cap. There's a lot of Native American ones. Although some of those are being removed at this point due to cultural sensitivities. You'll also see the Happy Halfwit is a really rare one, which is a kind of a goofy, strange face. And so it's like one thing I always look out for on the road is sightings of muffler men. This is a beautiful sighting here, but you'll see them all over the place in different states of repair. I know Mark Klein out of Natural Bridge, Virginia. He makes new ones. The old ones were from a company called International Fiberglass that was sold off quite some time ago. The original molds were destroyed. I don't know, Mark Klein has been making some new ones using his own custom mold. So it's always a treat when you stumble upon a muffler man, a true icon of the American roadside. You see a lot of them on Route 66, quite a few. Like one of the more famous ones, the Gemini Giant, probably one of the more well-known ones. And of course, this one here in Atlanta, Illinois, pretty well known, holding that giant, beautiful hot dog. Here's some information on this particular giant, the Bunyan Giant. Again, he's not. It's not the same as spelling as Paul Bunyan because he's not a Paul Bunyan. He was actually at Bunyan's hot dog stand in Cicero, Illinois. Apparently, someone bought the building, did not want the giant, so he was packed up and shipped here to Atlanta, Illinois, where he became a icon of the city. Over here we have Art Street Artisans, and I noticed in the window here we have a bobblehead Bunyan Giant there. I actually have a collection of famous muffler men bobbleheads, so let's see if they're selling these inside. So some different Route 66 items for sale in here, as well as some tchotchkes and gewgaws. I do like this. This is very unusual, but I love it. It's like a homemade coconut head. It has like these door latches for ears. Yeah, a lot of Route 66 stuff. These cups here. Oh, you can get a candle. Get a candle with a Bunyan Giant on it. Some coasters there. We got different stickers. Got a sticker with the Bunyan Giant, and there's the bobblehead. It's $37, but you know what? I have a collection. I have Buck Adams. I have the Gemini Giant. I think I gotta get this. I think I need this for my collection. Do you think I should buy you? Yes, buy me. This little ceramic hillbillies here. This one's taking a nap. And there we go. We got our little bobbler to add to my collection. There he goes bobbling there, next to his father. But over here, across the street, is what I wanted to check out that is brand new here in Atlanta, Illinois. We have the American Giants Museum. This is a brand new attraction here on Route 66. This is, I think they opened I think it was less than a week ago. And the American Giants organization has been around for some time. They actually work to locate the different fiberglass giants around the country, to relocate them, to repair and restore them, to facilitate the purchase of them. And they have opened up their own museum here in Atlanta, Illinois, which of course already a refuge for giants, because you know, we have the Bunyan was relocated here. So like a little, yeah, it's set up like a little garage here, like a little gas station. We've got these gas pumps here out front with a Bunyan muffler man. And then over here on the outside, we have another giant. Now this is not a muffler man over here. This is a Texaco Big Friend, a different style of the roadside giant. It's like a giant like you know, mechanic or serviceman that would work at a gas station. I guess fitting in with the theme here, where this is it's kind of set up like a gas station in and of itself, and then the giant attendant here next to the garage. Yeah, check this guy out. This absolute towering giant. I don't know, I'd have to put him side to side, but I think he might be taller. He might be taller than the hot dog guy over there. Yeah, look at that. I can easily fit in between his knees here. So, you know, back in the day, you're driving along, and businesses, you know, had different ways of advertising before the internet, before things like that. So you'd just be driving and you'd see a giant man standing outside, and that would be enough reason to stop. This is where I want to get my oil tank filled. This is where I want to get gas. Here, where they have a giant gas station attendant. And over here on the opposite side of the museum, you have a happy half-wit. This is another style of the muffler man. This is it's kind of I've heard people call this Alfred E. Newman because of the face. Also Mortimer Snerd, after a famed ventriloquist puppet. See, it's got a plaque here. Okay, they're referring to it as the Snerd Giant. The Snerd. And, oh yeah, it does say the resemblance to Alfred E. Newman. But they called these, I guess they called them the Mortimer Snerd. And, yeah, you can see the original, the ventriloquist puppet, Mortimer Snerd there. Now, apparently this Snerd is well traveled. It says it spent some time at a mini golf course, some time at a hot dog stand, and then it was inside at the Wagon Wheel Bar. It actually has a W there on its baseball cap for Wagon Wheel. Yes, this little park next to the museum is called the Land of the Giants Rest Stop. We have the Snurd Giant, and you can see where the concrete has been poured in these other spots. Those will later be filled by other giants. So you'll be able to come here, and once they get it all set up, they should have at least five giants standing out here, plus the big friend on the other side, making it 6, and then the original Bunyan Giant, making it 7 giants, which is a tremendous collection to have in one place. But without further ado, let's check out the inside of the American Giants Museum. Okay, and check this out. Different pieces of the giants in here. Some heads hanging from the ceiling. Yeah, this is pretty amazing. We got the SO Fuel Tiger up there on his perch. And here's some information on the company where it all started. The International Fiberglass Company out of California. Says they originally started as a company that built and repaired boats, but got into the advertising business. I guess started in the 1960s, and I guess did not last very long, because ceased production in the early 1970s. So a very short life, but man, has their influence carried on well past the company's existence. And this is Joel Baker, founder of American Giants. I've not met Joel, but I've communicated with him on several occasions. He's kind of made it his life work to hunt down, locate, repair, and find new homes for all these giants. On the back wall here, there's talks about the big friend, the Texaco big friend that we saw outside. Kind of gives the history here, and this is interesting. It says that apparently the big friend was actually the most popular item that was produced by International Fiberglass, more so than the Muffler Men, but only 6 still remain to this day. Hey, see that big head up there in the rafters? I'm not sure whose head that is. I can identify most of these by sight, but I'm not sure whose head that is. I think it's looks different than the big friend, so I'm not sure. Here's the Miss Uniroyal foot right there. The Uniroyal gals, kind of the female counterpart to the Muffler Men. Although it says here there's only 15 still in existence. But yeah, there is one of the restored legs, and then up over here we have one of the restored heads. It says this is a very rare giant known as the traffic stopper or the professional. Now this one here was at Magic Forest, and before that it was at the Danbury Fair, which is fascinating to me because the pixie I have in the bunker actually came from those same places. So it was originally at the Danbury Fair, moved to Magic Forest, where I then bought it during the auction. So this is one of his compatriots here. Magic Forest in New York was an amazing amusement park that just had a sea of fiberglass figures from different places. But sadly, it was purchased by a new owner who decided to get rid of all the fiberglass, and it was sold off and spread out all over the country. Here is a tomahawk from the Peak Trading Post in Pachacho Peak, Arizona. You can see the Native American that was holding it there. Apparently the Muffler Man itself destroyed in a fire, but they were able to recover the tomahawk and restore it. Here are mascots from A&W. These are members of the Burger family. Now currently they use a bear called Root Bear as their mascot, but
but at one point they had the Burger family, and I believe there is 2 other members. This is Mama Burger and Baby Burger, and I think Papa Burger and Teen Burger are missing. And up here we have another head of one of these snurred giants there. When they're inside, they actually look bigger.
Now, while inside, they had told me that the big friend has only been here for a few days. I think they said last weekend that he was installed, and they said in a couple months, they said possibly mid-July, that there will be a Viking added over here to the rest area to join the Snurd Giant. Oh yeah, and I didn't want to forget to mention that the American Giants Museum is free. Anyone that stops by can peek inside. Over on this corner we have Route 66 Memories. Looks like it's a Route 66 themed gift shop. Oh, and this shop is a lot of fun. Look at this over here. We got, was that Frank Sinatra there? Getting ready to belt out a tune. And cardboard James Dean over here, having a Coca-Cola with his friend Karen over here. Yeah, I believe I missed this shop last time I was on Route 66. I think it was closed when I came through, but I really, really enjoy this. Look at the skeleton there, riding his horse. That is a super spooky skeleton. And I love how all the mannequins have name tags. This is Josh. Hello, Josh. This old truck here, we got Grandma right there. She is drinking some Clorox for some reason, Clorox and donuts. And then there is Bob in the driver's seat. And out here is Bob's legs. Bob's legs. Some fun old school toys here. I think this is a whiskey bottle. It says it's called the Wheat Knocker whiskey, maybe. And up here, there is this buck. I think it's one of those singing buckheads. They sing like the Billy Bass. And then that is Mr. Six there from the Six Flags franchise. And there is Mortimer Snurr. We were just talking about him, the famed ventriloquist dummy that they named the Muffler Man after. And then we got Cecil here. Looks like he's baked up some little magnets there, some Route 66 magnets. This is Dennis Yang here. And then behind the counter there we got Dave with his Land of Lincoln hat. Got some various magnets and buttons here, but look at this. They have a bobblehead of the Texaco Big Friend. Oh man, I think I have to buy this one too. They have to add this to my collection. Yes, my collection of Muffler Man bobbleheads growing exponentially while we are here in Atlanta, Illinois. Did want to take him to say goodbye to his father over here. Nodding to his father. And actually, let's just, for comparison's sake, let's just show the difference in size between the bobblehead and the actual big friend here. Yeah, pretty extraordinary. And I believe it is time to invoke the EM rule. We came here to see the American Giants Museum, but we also have the Atlanta Museum, the museum dedicated to the city of Atlanta here, and it is currently open with free admission. How could we say no to this? Okay, and this room here that is dedicated to men and women who served in the armed forces here in Atlanta, Illinois.
Got some flags, some uniforms over here. Then a Navy uniform there. It appears this building at one point housed the Atlanta National Bank. You can see over here we got a writing desk, and then back here some sort of vault. Okay, so yeah, this vault, this door looks thin, but it's actually, oh yeah, actually very, very heavy. This is the train room in here. Got some model trains. Traveled upstairs where they have a exhibit on the local high school sports teams. I guess we had the Atlanta Red Wings. Yeah, I can tell you these Midwest towns take their high school sports very seriously. And you can't have a museum in Illinois without this guy, Mr. Abraham Lincoln. Almost any town in Illinois will talk about how the town relates to Abraham Lincoln. And here in Atlanta, they state that Lincoln practiced for his debates against Stephen Douglas in a building here. Although they admit that there is some chronological issues with that, although they state that it still could have happened if it happened, if it happened on certain days. This event could have possibly occurred, but it does say that either way, Lincoln often stopped off in Atlanta, Illinois. Some local history in here, items from different citizens who lived in Atlanta, and you have the popcorn machine from the local Palace Theater. Then over here we have the Route 66 Arcade Museum, and this is has an additional admission fee of $5, and you place it in this change maker. All right, put our admission in there, and then we're good to go. Okay, so it actually is a lot of old school and fun arcade machines in here. Some I've never heard of, like Circus Charlie over here. But this one I remember, although I have not seen it in decades. This is a hologram time traveler. They had this at our local arcade, at our local celebration station, and it was the most expensive machine in the arcade. I think it was like $1 to play back when arcade games were like 25 cents. So we didn't play it very much because that was a lot of money to put in a machine, and it was also, I believe, it was like really hard. So you put $1 in, and then you immediately die. But yeah, you see, it's got like a little hologram there in the center. Kind of it was mind-blowing effect at the time. It's still pretty cool, but let's play a game of Time Traveler. Okay, it's 1873. There's my cowboy here. Oh, okay. Oh, I got it. Oh! Oh. Mercy time, man. I gotta turn and shoot this other guy. Okay.
It's mighty quiet around here, huh?
Where's it was a Native American that I have to shoot. Mighty quiet around here. Too quiet. Oh, 2 people. Oh, what happened? Oh, I completed that time. Awesome. So we are moving on to the next time era, 50,000 BC. Oh, I gotta shoot this caveman. I like how I actually just immediately shoot everyone I come across. Shoot the cavemen. Oh, a cave lady. Oh, I shot her in the face. That was kind of horrible. Oh no, more cave. This game is ludicrous. Oh, wait. A flying dragon just flew by and torched me? What? Yeah, some of these are games I'm, very familiar with, like Miss Pac-Man. I've never heard of Bubbles before. Does not look like Bubbles is currently operating. I wanted to find out what this was all about. Here's Killer Instinct. I remember back in the 90s when fighting games were all the rage. Everyone played either Mortal Kombat or Street Fighter, and then this came along, Killer Instinct, and further divided people on what was the best fighting game. And this had like CGI graphics that probably do not hold up today, but at the time were pretty amazing. It could be a dinosaur, a werewolf, a fireman, a sexy lady. Let's be Fulgore. He's a robot.
Glacius.
Oh, I fight Glacius. It's like a very 90s game here. Trying to remember the moves. Oh. Don't think I remember this one either. Satan's Hollow? Wonder if this was controversial back in the day. I like the music. Okay, I'm at a castle. Am I Satan, or am I trying to kill Satan? What's happening? Some shooting games over here. Let's try, this is Area 51 Site 4. Like Area 51B. Let's see. Oh, my gun's not shooting good. Let's try this gun. Oh, there we go. This gun works. Yeah, not all these games are operational, but some very old and rare games here, like Computer Space here. I think that's one of the earliest video games. It's the wonderful town of Atlanta, Illinois, but I think it is time to hop back on that long, lonesome road. Headed north on Route 66 and stopped at the next town on the route. This is McLean, Illinois. That was fast. Here on the Main Street area of McLean, we have Arcadia, these old storefronts here. Houlihan's Drugs, the Recreation Club. This has all become an arcade known as Arcadia. So let's check this out. So we have the Arcade Museum at the Atlanta, Illinois Museum, and here is another vintage arcade here. I don't know if this part of Illinois is some sort of arcade hub, but luckily it is air conditioned. So this is deceptively large. It's like these several stores here on the Main Street area, all been combined to form one sprawling arcade. Now this one isn't all you can play. You have to get coins. Use coins to play the games in kind of the old-fashioned manner. This hallway here, we have these pieces of glass here from the different arcade machines. There's Popeye. Now, some of these I've never heard of. Pooyin. Oh, I remember Altered Beast. Let's get some quarters and play a couple of games here. This game here is called The Irritating Maze. So hopefully, what? The game may be harmful to persons with cardiac disorders or pregnancy? What is this game? The Irritating Maze. How irritating could this maze possibly be? But
It's plunked down a quarter. Okay, so we have a trackball here. Okay, we move this to control the ball through the maze. There's the character select screen. Do we want man or lady? Oh, I think I just chose lady. All right, let's see if this is truly an irritating maze. Control. Okay, so we control that. Okay. This isn't that hard. This is the practice round, so I didn't expect it to be that hard. Yeah, we just gotta maneuver our way around. Oh! It just shock compressed air at me when I hit the wall. Did you guys feel that? Oh yeah, there it goes. Never known a video game that actually punishes you with air. Oh no! Oh jeez! Yeah, I'm looking here for games that I have never played before, and I've never played this, and I don't really know what it is. It looks like it's in Japanese, so that doesn't mean we can't give it a try. Oh, it looks like it's like a drumming game. I've played a drumming Japanese game before. I forget the name of it. Me and Jen played it at Marvin's Marvelous Mechanical Museum, and it was really fun. All right, the instructions are in Japanese. Stage 1. Oh dear. Oh, there's a little ninja kick there. Okay, oh, press A. I can do that. All right, press A to punch. A, punch. Okay. Throws up the jars, and then I gotta punch them. And it's way, there we go. It's harder than it looks. Let's give the old love tester a try here. Let's put the 1/4 in there. Put it in, then we grip the love handle. And let's see where it lands. Oh, where are we going? Where are we going? Is it naughty but nice? Wild, burning, hot stuff, uncontrolled. Wild. Here is a classic game, Tapper, the game where you play a bartender serving angry customers beer. Oh, 1/4 in there. And get ready to serve. Okay, so here, the customer's coming towards me. I serve them a beer. I actually use the real beer tap there. Move down to the bottom, pull the beer tap, make that customer happy. This guy's gonna want a beer. This guy, oh, they throw. Okay, so I see they throw their empties. So you gotta serve. You gotta pour them a beer. You gotta serve them the beer. Serve them the beer. But then some customers throw back their empties. You got to catch the empty beer bottle. Oh, this guy wants a beer. He's going to be angry. I don't think it's fair to like murder your bartender if he doesn't get you a beer fast enough. Oh yeah, look at that. What a jerk. Yeah, McLean is interesting here. It's almost like this whole old school downtown area has been transformed into an arcade. So you have Arcadia over here taking up these storefronts, and then the old McLean State Bank across the way here apparently is now called Pinball Paradise. Yeah, very interesting how this small town has transformed here into an arcade. A pretty fun collection of arcade machines here. But let's pin some ball. Let's start off with The Machine, Bride of Pinbot. Now that's a fascinating name there. Let's see, how do we master the Pinbot here? I got a fairly long streak going here for me. Oh, had to say that out loud, didn't I? This vampire looks pretty fun, but sadly there's a bunch of notes saying it's out of order. So let's try the next best thing. We have Bram Stoker's Dracula. Okay, then we'll give a try to Dr. Dude and his excellent Ray. Now this is interesting. I don't think I've seen this before. This is the El Toro machine, and I guess it's one where you like manually try to squeeze the horns together. What makes this interesting though is it's actually made by Zambrella, which is a roller coaster manufacturer. They actually did the new Top Thrill 2 at Cedar Point. So yeah, let's grab the bull by the horns. Didn't even move. Didn't even move. Stuck down here a baby. Didn't even move. So old school shooting gallery type game here. Well, there we go. Control lit up. Did I hit one of the pirates down there? This is challenging. And this is fairly unique. This is video pinball here. It's kind of a black light effect here. Let's put the coin. Where's the coin go? Oh, it's like this circular holes there. And, oh, okay. So it actually is, it's a virtual pinball machine. It's like a three-dimensional board, but the flappers in the ball are like digital. So yeah, interesting how a tiny little town on Route 66 has become basically an arcade. And I was thinking, you know, we also saw the vintage arcade machines at the museum down the road in Atlanta, Illinois. So I don't know if there's necessarily a connection there, but I was thinking, you know, in Chicago area is kind of a pinball mecca. There is, I think, what is it, Midway, that makes pinball machines, is based out of Chicago. So, you know, we're a few hours out of the city, so it kind of makes sense, you know, that there would be pinball and arcade machines here in the small towns along Route 66. But I think now we got to get back on that long, lonesome road. We stopped off here at Wally's, which is a massive gas station here along Route 66. So we head in here and see the characters from Wally's. I think the bear himself is Wally, and he's got a raccoon, a fox, squirrel, and a chipmunk as his friends. We got this pretty fun-looking old-school photo booth here. Let's get an old-school photo taken. It's just like the old booth where you come in and sit down and look here and get your photo taken. All right, let's check out our photos here. There we go. I made a variety of silly faces here. And in here you can see Wally's Winnebago there. You can see the Wally bear there driving the Winnebago. And on the side here, looks like they're selling some camping games.
And over here we see a more realistic portrayal of Wall-E and his friends. There's Wall-E the bear. There's a little raccoon there shredding the guitar. A little fox there. Chaos reigns. Oh no, and his little squirrel friend has become drunkened by drinking too much of Wall-E's beer. Little chipmunk there, just hanging out with some nuts. Oh, apparently the Wall-E's beer is real. You actually can buy Wall-E's beer. These postcards are pretty fun. Got Wall-E and his friends. Oh, I like how it's a newer store, but they make it look vintage there in the postcard. And then you got the squirrel there, passed out drinking beer. Here's the traveling family here, wearing some of their Wall-E's merchandise. Oh, and they do have little plushy Wall-E bears there. The W stands for Wall-E, probably. Maybe I need some of these road trip glasses. I go on a lot of road trips. Do I need special glasses? What do these do? Okay, so like when you look up at the lights here, it actually makes like rainbow colors and designs. Ah, road trip glasses. You pick yourself out a Wall-E's cap here. Underneath the moose. All right, got a few snacks from Wall-E's, including this. These are seasoned hard-boiled eggs. Now, I love hard-boiled eggs, so I saw these. I have no idea what flavor they are seasoned in. And actually, I'm looking at this label, and it says 1 Holiday Road. Here's the address for Wall-E's in Pontiac, Illinois. You know, Holiday Road, Wall-E's. I think they are kind of going for a maybe hinting at National Lampoon vacation vibe here. You know, Wall-E, like Wall-E's World, Holiday Road, which was the theme song. Subtle, but it's there. Ooh. I don't know what these are seasoned with. See, it's like a black spotted egg there. Okay, there's pepper. It's not that seasoned. It's kind of mild seasoning. I don't know. It's a fine egg. It just doesn't taste very seasoned. Now, while we're traveling up this section of Route 66, and since we were talking about muffler men today, I did want to stop here, currently in Wilmington, Illinois, which is the home of probably maybe the most famous muffler man of all time. That is the Gemini Giant, who previously stood here at what used to be the Launching Pad restaurant. There's a lot of drama. A lot of drama happened. I stopped here, I think sometime prior to the pandemic. Me and my friend Adam the Woo were doing a Route 66 road trip. We stopped here. A couple had recently purchased the restaurant. They had purchased the Gemini Giant, and were the nicest people. You know, we bought some merchandise. Still have that was actually my first bobblehead of a muffler man. Still have that I purchased here. Over time, it appeared that that one of the owners had some what appears to be issues, just to say issues. And the restaurant did not open for some time. Like I said, one of the owners started putting strange spray paint on the building and leaving some disturbing messages on social media. And then earlier this year, she made the statement that she was going to demolish the Gemini Giant if someone did not buy it. She put it up for auction. Fortunately, it was purchased by the city of Wilmington, an organization representing the city of Wilmington purchased the Gemini Giant. They removed it. We used to stand right there, and
And now, I guess now it stood there. 1965 was when the Gemini Giant was placed there, and stood there until earlier this year when it was finally removed. Big semi coming through there, but yeah. So hopefully that situation is calmed down. Hopefully the giant being gone will allow the owner to get some peace. But I did want to peek here and just see what was left of the launching pad. Of course, we're going to stay on this side of the street just out of respect for the current owner. And you can see that what surprises me is the digital sign there is turned on, but there is some graffiti over top the digital sign. I can't really read what it said, but it's advertising the local weather. It was advertising fried cauliflower here at the launching pad. There's an automobile over there that has been spray painted. It says Grand Theft Auto. And it's got some people's names written on it. This makes me very sad. You know, people struggling with mental health issues. And then, yeah, it looks like the giant used to stand right there. It is gone. And I don't know. It looks like I don't know if they're doing construction or if there's almost like a shrine left where the giant stood. Also some on the fence over there, some graffiti, but it is gone. The launching pad is no longer the home of the Gemini Giant. It has been removed, so let's hope the owner can get some peace from that situation. Let's go see where the Gemini Giant is going to end up. All right, we've come over here to the other end of town where we have the future home of the Gemini Giant here. And yeah, it's this empty plot of land. There's not much around this area, but I think this is a great spot. First of all, it's peaceful. I don't know what other additional things. I don't know if they're gonna make a little park here to go along with the giant or a visitor center, but I do like this location. So if you are coming from Santa Monica, California on Route 66, you would enter the town of Wilmington this way. So right as you're coming into the town, one of the first things you see will be the Gemini Giant. So that is amazing. I think it's a good location. I'm really glad that that this situation worked itself out in a positive way. So really excited to come back to this location and see the Gemini Giant once his feet are firmly planted here. He's not in town currently. Rumor has it that he's actually in Atlanta, Illinois, where we just came from, with Joel Baker and his crew with American Giants actually refurbishing him. When they did their grand opening last weekend, of course, I was on the Great River Road. I could not attend. Apparently, the Gemini Giant showed up in the back of a truck to cheers from the people that had gathered there for the opening of the American Giants Museum. So looking forward to the return of the Gemini Giant. Definitely will come back here at some point to say hello to my giant friend. I'm gonna head at this point. Just gonna continue heading on to my mom's house. She lives in Indiana, across the state line a little bit. I was supposed to be in Volo, Illinois tomorrow for the unveiling of the new Rock-afire Explosion show that they're installing at their facility. However, they bumped it back a day because of weather concerns. It's supposed to be very rainy in Volo tomorrow, so they bumped it back to Sunday. I still plan on being there. I still plan on sticking around the area, so I get a chance to go to the unveiling. So I will be there Sunday at the Volo Auto Museum. If anyone, this isn't an organized. Someone just drove by and shouted, "There he is!" at me. Should I be worried? This isn't an organized meetup or anything. I'm just letting you guys know. If you are going to the Rockafire Explosion unveiling in Volo. Stop by, say hello, wave, flag me down. I'm happy to shake hands, happy to do selfies, happy to, whatever you guys like. So yeah, don't be afraid to say hi if you're there. But I'm excited to see the new Rockafire Explosion show being installed, having their official debut performance on Sunday at noon, and I'm looking forward to that. I may be sticking around this area for a few days, trying to find some things in the Chicagoland area to see. But thank you. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you for following along with these videos. If you do like these videos, please subscribe. I travel around the country, film roadside attractions, amusement parks, museums, haunted houses, and other fun, random stuff. If you'd like to help support the channel, consider contributing to Patreon. $3 or more will get you a postcard once a month from me to you. Also selling enamel pins in the Etsy shop. Looking to get some new stuff in the Etsy shop as well. Doing personalized messages on Cameo. And of course, all those things help keep this train on the track, this boat on the water, and this dirigible in the air. Until next time, my friends, this one's in the bag. I did the boat motion wrong.